and happy Tuesday to you. First, I want to thank all of you for your positive comments, responses, and likes over the past week from our first Let's Talk Tuesday podcast. Your support is truly valued and appreciated. One of the byproducts of the podcast is that we received a few questions from some of you out there. So I thought it would be good to incorporate a Q&A segment to every podcast as well to answer any questions that many of you were thinking about. So this week, someone reached out to one of my social media pages and asked the following question. Can anyone build wealth regardless of their background or circumstances? And the short answer is yes. It is done through the power of the spiritual principle called true belief. That is the power of the mindset. If you believe that wealth is possible for you, then you will be driven to take the necessary steps to build it. This means breaking away from limited thinking that has been instilled in a lot of us and adopting a new, more empowering belief system. You see, when you change your mindset around wealth, you open a whole world of possibilities. Suddenly, attaining financial success doesn't seem so far-fetched at all. So, if you want to build wealth, start by changing your mindset. It's the first and the most essential step on the journey. So thank you for that question, Carrie. Now remember, you too can send questions to any one of our social media contacts that will be listed at the end of this podcast. In fact, we encourage you to do so. So let's talk Tuesday. During our last podcast, I mentioned that we would discuss 3 new concepts: the power of compound interest, the time value of money, and the rule of 72. Now, however, to make sure we cover each segment thoroughly, I decided to discuss each subject separately. So today we are going to discuss the power of compound interest. Albert Einstein once said, "Compound interest is the greatest mathematical discovery of all time." So what is compound interest? Compound interest is the interest that interest can earn in addition to the interest your savings can earn. So let me say that one more time. Compound interest is the interest that interest can earn in addition to the interest your savings can earn. Now, through my How Money Works education, the most important quote I remember hearing was, "Those who understand compound interest earn it. Those who don't, pay it." So compound interest is a powerful force. And if you start saving early and often, you can reap its rewards. With compound interest, you earn interest not only on the money you save, but also on the interest that is accumulated. Again, with compound interest, you earn interest not only on the money you save, but also on the interest that is accumulated. This can help your money grow exponentially. To illustrate the power of compound interest, I would like for you to think about this. Take a single penny and double it every day for 1 month. At the end of 30 days, you will have about $5,368,704. That's right. By doubling that penny for 30 days, at the end of that 30th day, you would have $5,368,704. Now, if you ask that same question but change the doubling time to just 27 days, you would only have $671,088. Now, what this shows is this. You don't want to leave millions of dollars on the table. The sooner you start, the more time compound interest has to work its magic. Now watch this. Compound interest also can be the best defense against inflation. That's right. Y'all heard me. Compound interest can also be the best defense against inflation. How, you may ask? By helping you strengthen and sustain your wealth over time. You see, inflation can affect all areas of our finances. The rising costs of gas, groceries, rent, and other bills and necessities. And while it can be intimidating to see the steady increase in prices on everyday items, don't let it scare you. Use it as the driving force to make sure that compound interest is at work and working for you. So as long as your money keeps doubling, as illustrated in our penny example, you're going to keep winning. Now listen closely. Your interest rate is the driver of how quickly your money can grow when it's compounding. Again, your interest rate is the key driver of how quickly your money can grow when it's compounding. And what do I mean by that? Let me ask you this. How many millionaires do you know have become wealthy by investing their money in a savings account at a bank? Take your time. In the words of Cat Williams, I'll wait. The answer is none, particularly as we discussed last week when the average interest rate in savings accounts is about 0.06%. It's simple. The longer your money grows via compound interest, the greater your potential for building wealth. Again, the longer your money grows via compound interest, the greater your potential for building wealth. But catch this is important. You also may need to understand that the rate of interest matters. You need to understand that the rate of interest matters. That means you can't put your money into a interest-bearing account earning 0.06% and think your money is going to double quickly. No. In the upcoming podcast, we will talk about a simple formula that can be used to approximate the number of years it will take for your money to double. In the meantime, make plans to meet with your licensed financial professional to discuss how the power of compound interest can help lay the groundwork for your saving strategy. You see, knowledge without action is often useless when it comes to your finances. It's no secret that the wealthiest people have achieved their goals by habitually implementing actions that maintain and grow their wealth. While there are many factors that contribute to the success, discipline and consistency are the two most important. For example, the habit of saving regularly while leveraging compound interest is one of the best ways to build wealth over time. The wealthy understands this, which is why they prioritize setting aside a portion of their earnings every payday. You should too. And by studying the habits of the wealthy and adopting some of their most effective strategies, it is possible to build wealth over time and achieve your dreams. Remember, wealth doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, patience, and most importantly, action. So the next time we meet, we will discuss the second of our 3 money concepts that you need to know about. It is called the time value of money. Until then, let's talk Tuesday.